Hey guys, Cameron here from SETMEONFIRE. I get a lot of questions about our IEM monitor rig, so I thought I would make a little video just to quickly show you what we use and how we use it. I know it looks a bit daunting, but once I break it down for you, you'll see that it's actually really quite simple. Before we start, just let it be known that I am not a gearhead at all. I've learnt what I've needed to learn in order to be able to do what it is I want to do, but otherwise, gear just is not my thing. So yeah, we'll just get stuck straight into it. So from top to bottom, just quickly, we have the Sennheiser EW300 IEM wireless systems. That's obviously what sends the mixes to our ears via these belt packs, receiver packs. A Now-Sonic stage router, so this allows us to control the Behringer X32 rack mixer via an iPad, which allows us to remotely mix our ears. Down the bottom here, this is just a patch bay, and this bottom one's a splitter. So these are our inputs and these are our outputs to front of house. So when we play, we'll plug in, for example, microphones into vocal 1 and 2. My guitarist will plug into here. If we're running a trigger, we can put our kick trigger into there and our keyboards go into there. So depending on what we're running into the splitter, the idea is to send one side directly out to front of house and the other side into the mixer so that we can then mix it and send it into our ears. So everything we want in our ears will go into the splitter. Splitter will send one line to front of house and one line into the mixer for us to mix into our ears. So yeah, we don't run any drums into our ears or anything like that. We're just keeping it really simple for the time being. Another really cool thing that I didn't know about the X32 until we got it was that it also doubles as an interface. So what we do live is via USB, plug it straight into our laptop. This allows us to send our backing tracks and whatever else we need into the mixer to then be mixed into our ears, or into the mixer to then send out to front of house. So this kind of skips the need for an interface for the computer to be able to send lines out into the mixer, since the mixer itself acts as an interface. So on stage, I'll run directly into Vocal 1 input. It goes straight to the X32 rack. It doesn't get split at all, so it's just straight to the X32 rack. The X32 rack then, as an interface, sends it into my DAW, which is Logic. It comes into this track here and allows me to add effects in my DAW that also line up to a tempo map, so all the delays and whatnot are in time. There are parts where I have a radio effect coming in and out, but you can go really crazy with it, but again, just keeping it really simple for now. So yeah, it comes into Logic, into my track, and then I route it back out into the mixer and then into my ears, and as well as out to front of house. So that's a cool little way to add effects on things as well. Just going back to the wireless, I have the AC3 antenna combiner, and what that does is instead of using the stock small antennas that you get on the back of all these units, it allows you to combine all the signals into one, and then you can send that out through an antenna. In this case, I've got the A2003 directional antenna, so that way you get a really nice clear signal with little interference. I'm using 64 audio quad drivers for my in-ears with custom molds. Another thing is I used to have this patch bay on the back with all the outputs to front of house, but it made more sense to me to put it on the front where it was much more easily accessible rather than having to reach around behind the rack all the time.
I am your challenger.